Good morning, Mendham family, and welcome back to the vlog. I hope you guys are having an awesome start to your day. As for me, it's a bit awfully quiet here, but today I'm going to actually talk about something that I feel, and that was my grandma honking, saying goodbye. So, regardless though, we did have a great weekend with the Super Bowl, you guys. So, regardless though, like I said, I want to cover something for you guys. It's kind of a bit controversial in the reptile hobby, you guys. So, I figure we can go ahead and just jump right into it. So, like I said, I hope you guys are having a great day. So, if not, let me know in the comments below and tell me what's going on, and maybe we can actually make your day a little better. So, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, the topic for today's vlog, you guys, I wanted to cover it's like I said, it's a little controversial, but I wanted to discuss on how I feel about two-headed snakes, or better yet, two-headed reptiles for that matter. And we're gonna go ahead and try and discuss on that one, and we're gonna see the pros and maybe the cons of the keeping of two-headed reptiles. So personally, I've never owned a two-headed pet reptile before. I have seen a few two-headed reptiles, but personally I've never owned one. So really, it's not based on my own experience, but I just wanted to see like what could be, like, in my opinion, how I feel about it. So yeah, I got my Tyreek Hill jersey sitting here. I got it hooked up right here to this cupboard. Super Bowl kickoffs here in a few hours. Even though by the time this vlog goes live, it's already going to be about another week, actually, after the Super Bowl's done. But right now, we only got a few hours as we speak until kickoff. And of course, you guys know I'm rooting for Kansas City. So go Chiefs, you guys. Hopefully Tampa win. I almost said Tampa. I'm hoping Kansas City wins tonight because I feel like this guy deserves another chance, you know. Even though, don't get me wrong, I do like Tom Brady, but I feel like Brady's got enough rings now, you guys. He's got 6 of them right now, so I feel like that should be enough. But if he does win tonight, does win the Super Bowl, then I'm not going to complain too much because, hey, I'm a Michigan fan for college, you guys, and he went to Michigan in college, so. Anyway, it's going to be definitely a Super Bowl to remember, you guys, so go Chiefs. So I figured, you guys, we can go ahead and actually discuss about, oh, please don't tell me you're going to bite. Please tell me you're not going to bite. Okay, good. Alright, so she's not going to bite me, you guys. So what I was trying to say is, you guys, is that typically when we talk about two-headed reptiles or any animal that's born with 2 heads, it's just something that, it's not really generic at all. It's actually, well, I guess I shouldn't say that. It's not genetic, believe it or not, and it doesn't really go down from one future offspring to another, you guys. Some things happen, like I said, a two-headed snake, for example, can just happen one day out of the blue, you guys, in a litter of babies, that whether you have a clutch. And anyway, like I was saying, you guys, is that typically when a two-headed snake's usually born, most of the time they don't usually survive for long, believe it or not, because there is usually generic health issues can come around usually, believe it or not, you know. So really it can be a problem. Like, take for my girl here, Roxy here, my Brazilian rainbow boa. She actually has just got no issues with her body at all. She was just born with a single head, you know, and just good tongue flicking. And of course, she was not born with 2 heads, and she was born with eyes. Because most of the time, you guys, when I've seen two-headed reptiles, most of them will not survive. It's like, believe it or not. And it's rare if they do, you guys. There might be a chance some could be lucky to do so. But regardless, though, it's really hard to explain it, you know. Because on one side, I think they're really cool looking, don't get me wrong. It's so amazing to see something with 2 heads. But at the same time, you know, is that there has to be cons, you know, how well are they eating, how well are they thriving, you know, all that sort of stuff, you know, because like I said, most two-headed animals or two-headed reptiles in general normally don't live very long. Some only last just maybe no more than a couple days. Sometimes they can go from a couple days to a couple weeks, and they just don't live for long, you guys. So personally, like I said, I've never owned a two-headed pet reptile before, and I don't know if I'm even gonna have one in the near future, to be honest. So, but it's really hard to explain, you know, like, cause I know there's a few people out there that do own a two-headed pet reptile, whether it's a turtle or a snake, you know, and most of the time I've seen those ones are thriving. But there comes to times though where some do not thrive for long, you guys. They could just also, one day a two-headed snake could be perfectly healthy and thriving in its environment, and then the next morning, you know, you go check on it, it could be all of a sudden it just died unexpectedly, you know, and there's some things that cannot be fully explained, so that's why, you know, you don't see it too often. So seeing a two-headed reptile, you know, it just happens. It's a random mutation, you know. That's why it's not genetic, you guys. It doesn't pass down from one offspring to another. That's why if you also try to breed a two-headed snake to a normal one-headed snake, none of your offspring are gonna be born with two heads. So like I said, it just happens unexpectedly in the reptile world. So it just really, it can happen anywhere, you know, because some people have come across two-headed wild snakes before in the wild, you know, and personally I've never seen it before, but it might happen one day, you guys. You never know. So I just feel like maybe it would be better to kind of maybe discuss this maybe a little bit, you know, because I know, you know, I'm not gonna bash anybody on here that owns two-headed reptiles, you know, because that's just not good for the hobby, you know. And really, it's just crazy, you know, the first time I'm gonna share you guys something here in a minute, you know, to share a really cool story. It's not really a really cool story, but it's something to do with the reptarium, so we can go ahead and discuss about that. So let's go ahead and discuss, you guys, on like the first time I ever saw a two-headed reptile. And it began about maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago, somewhere around there. And I was reading this book about snakes, you guys. Whether if it was like, I don't exactly recall who the author was, but I can remember reading through the book, and I came across this photo of a two-headed snake that was in the picture. And I at first thought I was thinking it was just photoshopped or something, you know, because I didn't know animals with two heads existed. But when I actually did decide to go ahead and look up if there were two-headed snakes, it turned out there really were two-headed snakes that have happened before. And I was amazed for the first time to ever see a two-headed reptile, you know. And I didn't even know at the time that there weren't just two-headed snakes. There were two-headed other reptiles like turtles and even lizards on rare occasions. And when I found that out, I was just mesmerized by that, you know. And to think that these animals, you know, they have a rare random mutation occur, you know, it's something you don't see a whole lot, like I said before. And it's just amazing to see something like that happen. It's almost like Jurassic Park, you know, for the first time ever you see a living, breathing dinosaur in your lifetime, you know, and you're lost for words on it, you know, you just don't know what to say. So and when I actually went to go visit the Reptarium 2 years ago, you guys, for the first time, I got to meet Ben and Jerry, the one and only two-headed California king snake, and that was truly, you guys, the very first time ever seeing a two-headed snake in person, you know. And it was just, I was blown away by them, you know. They were just amazing animals. And to think, you know, that most of those kind of animals with two heads don't normally have a very long life, you know. But to see it with Ben and Jerry, you know, it was just, they're very lucky, you know, to have a life, you know. They've been thriving for about 4 years since the day where they were born, and it's just so amazing to see them, especially when I saw the footage of Brian feeding them, you know. Both heads actually ate, which is also something you don't see too often. Normally it's usually one head or the other that would take their meal. So but regardless though, it's just amazing to see what, you know, nature in this world has surprises, you know, awaiting us, you know, especially even every single time, you know, something makes the news with animals, you know, it just shocks people, you know, especially if it's something very rare, or some people thought maybe it was rumored to be extinct, and really it's just amazing to see that, you know. So it just puts me lost for words. So, but yeah, like I said, you guys, I don't know if I'm gonna have any two-headed pet reptiles anytime soon in the future. So, but regardless though, if anybody does think two-headed reptiles are fantastic looking, that's up to them, you know. And am I against it? Not really, you know, but it depends how well the animal is thriving. If the animal is just having an extremely difficult time moving around, like if it can barely crawl around, unfortunately that animal may have to be euthanized, you guys, because it's just not going to live very long, and there's going to be, of course, some kinks and deformities in its body as well. So, but if the animal, like I said, is thriving and it's starting to eat for you, I would say, then what the heck, maybe give it a chance and see how well it does for the next maybe month or so, and you can go ahead and go from there, you know. So but regardless though, I feel like that was the topic I wanted to cover you guys on, how I felt about two-headed reptiles. So that's pretty much all I have to say. So let's just go ahead, and we got a little bit of snake feeding to do, so we gotta go ahead and do that. So I just came in, you guys, go and check on my girl Roxy, my rainbow boa, and you guys, she's not dead, you guys, not yet, I hope, but I feel like there might be something wrong with her, because I heard her actually kind of making a few bubbles, like pop sounds earlier today, and I think there's something wrong with her, you guys, but I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully you guys can do me in the comments below and say your prayers for my girl Roxy, you guys. Even though we could try and take her to the vet, but the problem is, you guys, is that since she's a boa, you guys, I don't know if the vets clinics here around our area are fully aware of people like me keeping a good sized snake here, you guys. I don't know if they would know what to do. So, but like I said in the comments, let me know if there's something I should try and do, you guys, because I mean, I love this girl very much. She's one of my dream animals I've always wanted to have, and literally she's been with me for these last few months. She's been doing so good, you guys. She's been eating for me, she's staying hydrated, but now all of a sudden, you guys, it seems like there's a little change or something going on. I really don't know what it is. So I mean, don't get me wrong, she is still moving around and she's flicking her tongue, you guys, which that is a good thing. I don't know, maybe it was just a coincidence or something, I don't know, but I'll keep my eye on her just to see how well she does, you guys. So like I said, tell me in the comments and say a prayer for her, you guys, just to make sure she does okay, because really, this is an animal I definitely don't want to lose, you guys. This is certainly a special one in my heart. So hopefully she'll feel better soon, you guys. But like I said, all we can do is just hope, you know, and see if anything comes out good, you know. But if not, there's really nothing we can do. So hopefully, you guys, like I said, she'll feel better soon. So please say your prayers, you guys, and just hopefully she gets back to normal here soon. Alrighty, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here for the day, and hopefully I just get my minds off things here pretty soon. So of course, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here for the night. And I can tell Boo is on my bed here. Hi, sweetheart, how you doing? Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here for the night. So let me know in the comments how your guys' days how you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's pretty crazy to go talking about controversy between owning a pet two-headed reptile, whether they should be okay in the hobby or not, you know. So regardless, have a wonderful day, you guys, and I promise I'm gonna see you on the next one.
You got the sauce, bitch.